Good morning, everybody, or good evening, or what it is. It's late. Um, for me, it is. I have to practice. I'm going to Copenhagen tomorrow to play. I feel like Doc said, when you wake up tomorrow, you'll feel like nothing ever happened to you. He was right. Doc was right. I woke up this morning. I felt like nothing was wrong with me. What the hell? It's like it's not like Doc. He worked this magic on me or anything. No, I'm just saying, man. Doc, he's a good guy, and he told me, don't be surprised if tomorrow you're gonna wake up and you feel totally fine. You see, and I woke up, felt fine. Sorry, my fucking earphones didn't work. Headphones didn't work. Headphones didn't work. But of course, I got some snot in my snout, and what it is, the snout bit cold, worse than Shane's. My snout is not hanging down the fucking street. You know what I'm saying? And picking up small and old men and old, young girls and shit. I'm not throwing on. I'm not a stupid motherfucker like him. I literally am not. But everybody got their weird, but it shouldn't be weird that way. It's okay to be weird, but it's not okay to be weird in an illegal way. You know what I mean? It's okay to be weird. I got nothing against weird people as long as they stay over at their side and they're weird where they come from and they're not weird where I am. We don't like that in Tommy's crew. I was actually on Janice yesterday and say hi, and I said hi to her and showed respect. And the reason why is I know she's going hard in on the English people, and she got some good English people on her crew, but she's going in on these people because they've been like idiots, both to Tommy. Not that much to me, but it's gonna come because I'm on Tommy's side. I will always be on Tommy's side. My side when it comes to Tommy will never end. Doc and Tommy and me, we started this shit. Actually, Factual was in on it too. But we started this shit. Our shit was fun to watch. Everybody laughed, everybody watched, and everybody. In the start, we was like the rejects from. We were the racist white boys. We're not that much anymore because we are totally interracial. So that's kind of weird to call us racist. I told them from the get go, I am no racist. I never been one. I'm never going to be one. But people have to see for themselves, and they did. And of course, Tommy is what he is. Tommy knew he was wrong, so he went off doses, and those can apparently not handle when people say their opinion about him. Hello, Riley. I'm just saying that it's weird that I feel fantastic today. Um, I thought I was going in sick for the longest time ever, but today I woke up and I was fresh. I can't understand, I can't tell you why, because I've been sick. I've been really sick. So I thought I was in for the long run, but apparently not. I'm going out playing tomorrow, a gig. Thank you, Riley. You're a great guy too. As I know, I've seen your beer commercials and shit. They're fucking good. I get thirsty, but I'm an alcoholic, so I have to take care. You see? Yeah, it's Friday. It's going to be a good day. It is Friday, and actually for me, I should have been out playing today, but I said no because even though I could, but now I've given another man the job, so I won't steal his bread. You know what I mean? It's as a musician, when you give your job to another man, you can't take it back. Yeah, well, and And I know, you know, to give a beer points, that would be very, very difficult for me because uh, I like a pilsner that's like a pilsner, a normal one. But also like the dark and the very strong beers. I love them. I love them. And in Denmark, we have a lot of them. I thought they were more like Carlsberg is a big brand. So I thought the elephant beer were like a normal thing around the world. But I guess it's our natives in Greenland love these beers. It's a love-hate relationship. That's true. It is. But with me, it's only a hate relationship. I become dumb when I drink. I become stupid. Not like everybody can say I was stupid yesterday. No, I literally am drinking until I am on the hospital in the hospital and laying there to get well again. And it's a struggle for me. But I've been so clean and sober, not clean, but because I smoke weed. But I've been sober for like 17 years now. I only taste like alcohol-free beer. That's not a good taste, to be honest. You can't make a beer without alcohol. Alcohol is the most important ingredient in a beer. Yes, set rules. You know what I mean? Set rules. You're right about that. But actually, now, if I was going in, I would drink beer only. Because back in the days, it was the hard liquor that knocked me off you know, uh, the game. Because until I started drinking Jack Daniels every day, I was drinking Jack. He owes me quite a lot. He's, I've been, actually, there's a writer. When you're a musician, you have what you call a writer. And in this rider, you write what you want of extras. You get your money and shit. But as extra, you get like 4 cases of beer. We were a big band. We were eight in the band, but we were 18 when we played outside because we were having. So we were seven in the band, but we had like a horn section on five and a string section with four people, and then we had a rapper and the DJ and all kind of weird shit and drums and bass and keyboard. It adds up. So suddenly, and we were drinking Jack Daniels. We were getting 2 bottles every time we were out, and we were out all the time. And people didn't like it as much as me, so they could drink the vodka and the beers and the gin. I was drinking the whiskey, the bourbon. It's not whiskey, but the bourbon, and I loved it. Let me be honest. I was drinking it like a Kool-Aid. It was the Kool-Aid. Well, it was like Kool-Aid for me because I was almost dying. I had what do you call this? A blood. You know, if I can rap, yeah, I actually can. But I'm more a singer and a guitar player, but I can't rap. My first album is like half of the songs is like me rapping but it's like I was a hip hop dude when I was young. I was a b-boy and all that shit, and I was a good one. I got respect when I came to United States and they saw me in New York and they saw me I was going to you rap for fun. Okay, that's a good thing because having music in your body is it's therapy somehow, some way. I can't explain. Yes, I can because I'm a music therapist, but I don't want to do my work here. This is me having fun, telling the people that comes who I am and what I am and whatnot. But rap for fun is it's a great idea to do something musically for fun because it's great fun. It's a good way of interacting with yourself because people feel kind of when you rap or sing, it's kind of personal. It's very personal. But if you do it for fun, it don't make it so personal. When you karaoke, for example, it's not that fucking serious. That's what I love. Oh, trombone and keyboard. Okay, I'm gonna play with a trombone player, yeah, tomorrow actually. Gray won't. He's called the same as me, uh, but he's called Hune. Uh, and I'm going to play with a saxophone player called Lars Hartwig, and a trumpet player called Michael Millfield. And he's been playing with Larry Graham and the Central Station. Simon, jeg arbejder ikke. Hvad så? Hvad så, Simon? En hvad? Jeg kigger lige, når jeg går ind, ikke? Okay. Hej, hej. Sorry. That was apparently me getting a phone call. I didn't know you could get a phone call while you was on this. New comments. After it, love jazz music. Okay, the guy I'm playing with tomorrow is a jazz trumpet player, but he's playing in all kind of. He was on tour in New York, and he was playing. On Bird, the jazz house, Bird in New York, and he was playing with some guy. There's there's Jutland in Denmark, and then there's Sjælland. In Sjælland, there's Copenhagen. That's the main. That's our main city. Our main attraction in this country. There's 1.5 million people living there. But the funny thing is, I speak one, two, three, four, five. I speak 6, 7 languages or something like that. That sounds high. But some of them, I might say, it's very easy for me because that's Swedish and Norwegian. It's almost the same as Danish. But then I speak flamsk, or what you call it, flamsk. I understand. I don't speak it that good, but I understand Holland, people from Holland, Netherlands, and I understand German. I speak German. I speak a little Spanish, not that much, but I speak fluently English, fluently Danish, fluently Swedish, fluently Norwegian, fluently German, fluently. What the fuck is it? I can't remember right now. I have to remember. But you see, that's like, but in Scandinavia, but Finland, that's impossible to understand. And the fairies, they have their own kind of thing going on too. So it's quite a big country, you know. It is what it is. It was a big country, I might say. So all back in the Viking age, it was big. It's not big now. There's only 5 million inhabitants living here. We're only 5 million, and we're not even close together. And it's a small country. It's not even. I was laughing my ass off. I got this American. Uh, uh, it was American World card that was showing all the countries, and it was standing. So when they were saying United States, it showed the United States. It was very good made. It's kind of funny. I think it's from IKEA or something like that. Denmark wasn't even on. That's how small it is. So for me to say that I live in a big country would be a lie. But there is a big city, and that's Copenhagen. But back in the day, we owned a lot. Germany, a lot of Germany, a lot of England, a lot of France. Paris was our city. So a lot of people have some Danish in their language. Because, of course, 1,000 years ago, we took their fucking country and their cities and all that shit. So even in you can see when you say, if you say the Danish, the week in Danish, it's meant that's tirsdag, onsdag. Actually, Monday, that's, I can't remember how it is. That's the moon day. And Tuesday, that's, I can't remember, but Odin's Day and Thursday, it's Thor's Day. And Friday, it's Fritz Day. And Saturday, that's Lördag, that's Locust Day. And we got the whole from the old Viking language, the old gods in our, and Odin's Day, that's Wednesday. That's called Onsdag, Odin's Day. That's kind of weird, but it's they use it in all the Nordic lands and not even in Germany. Actually, only in Scandinavia, I think they use these. Some of them they use in English too, but not all of them. It's Saturday. That's there must be something else from the natives over there. I don't know. I don't know the history behind. Even though I went to high school in the United States, I went to high school. I have to go back to work. Have a good one, Riley. Have a real good one on work. I'm going in to find a T-shirt, so I'll cam down because I am messy in my room. But I live in a hotel for the moment because I got divorced. Not divorced. She was my, what do you call it? My divorce. My divorce. My fiance. We were going to get married, but I guess she made her mind up because I was having a. I must be honest. I had a depression, so I was depressed as fuck. That's not that good, and I'm not ashamed of it because it was like I owned it. You know what I mean? Um, but again, to own something like that is kind of stupid. Uh, Shit, I can't find what I'm looking for. I have none. I have none. I'm gonna go down there and see that. There was a guy called me after a T-shirt because I have to wash my clothes today. Kind of boring. Uh, but I'm going down there. You can see this is the hotel. I'm going outside again. Uh, but people, I'll be on live. You can see this is where I live. This is where I live. This is Ryder Jones. But I have to get something to drink. Oh, sorry. Simon? Jeg har ikke nogen. Jeg vasker senere. I'm on. Sorry, 2 seconds. That was my main guy. Simon, he's a good man. Good guy, fella. I thought he was sick, so I was going down to say that I don't have a T-shirt. So I'm gonna wash today. Big wash. A lot of people is asking for me right now. I am. I'm not doing these streams normally at this When I don't work, uh, you don't get the same result. And the result I got the last time, damn, man, the people was crazy. They went ballistic. It was enjoyable. Sorry, I don't want to, my nose is stopped because of the, uh, what they call the cold. I have a cold. But to be honest with you, having a good friend like him, I would have gone down to the wash machine and wash because he's always good to me. He comes with food when I'm hungry. He's a good guy. I have good friends out here, and people, when they want smoke, they tend to come to me. I don't know why. Do you people? But I'm just saying that this is actually an okay place to be single. If I had a girlfriend, it would be kind of different. But I don't. I don't. So it is what it is. And I don't miss one. I think that's the most important thing to say. I was under control for a long time. Not that it's, I'm not saying that one is guilty of me being what I was in a depression. That's not her fault. That's mine because I was like, nah, I didn't want to listen. You're stubborn when you have a depression. You're like, nobody is going to tell you what you are and what you're not, which is true sometimes. Other people can't feel your feelings, and that's the truth. I'm sorry to say, but that is the truth. And nobody can tell you how you feel, and that's not true. You have that thing in your head that says, she can't tell me how I feel. How the fuck should she know? Because she lives with you, you know. So I don't see that people couldn't see that I was going into a depression, and I'm sad that I was because I got angry, I got pissed, my depression got into anger, and I showed my anger to some people I actually loved and I actually cared for. So me being in that time and space I was in, I'm glad I'm out because it was too sad, man. Me being lying down in my own garbage, watching fucking television all the time, sitting on the computer, chopping it up with good people actually, and they helped me a lot actually, and they tried to help me and my wife, even though we had problems. But I had problems. I should have taken care of, but I did not. And it ended where it ended. It is what it is. That's why it is what it is. I wrote that because it is what it is. I'm not sad. I am in another place. I'm playing gigs again, and that's the most important part for me. That's I'm out. That is that I'm out playing again. You see, playing gigs for me is like therapy. Some people they need some people to draw. Some people need to, work on their bike. Some people need to work on their car. Some people just need to work. I need to play music. That's my end game. That's music. Without music, I wouldn't be alive, and that's the truth. Because it saved me a lot of times. Uh, where festivals have called me and said, "You're ready for a gig." And even though I wasn't, I said yes, and that have helped me a lot. So, but it didn't help when drugs was coming in the picture. It didn't help at all, and it's been a struggle for me. It's been a struggle to get rid of them. And it also been a struggle to live in a house with two kids and a woman and a dog, and from the streets coming to this, to a family. That's in itself is a very special way. It's of course a progress, and it's a good thing. I'm not saying it was bad, and they treated me quite good actually. And I'm saying it was me who didn't do enough for keeping it real. Because I was an asshole. I was being selfish. Not when it came down to, but to the kids and money wise and all that. I was not selfish that way. I was selfish by being alone. Uh, you know, putting like a cheese bill over my fucking head and not listening to anybody. I was kind of sad. I lost my parents. It's 2 years ago. My mom died in this month. That's the 2 years anniversary, and I'm not looking forward to that. But it is what it is. You know, that's what it is. Again, it is what it is. And now I don't have any family that I see. I have my brothers. Don't have. I don't want to forget my brothers because my brothers is everything to me. They they are beautiful people. They've been helping me. They've been doing everything that I hadn't had any clue what I should have done without them. They are like I'm the middle one. I got a little brother and I got a big brother. And you see, these two have been there from day one. When it comes down to the split between me and my ex, and I don't hold any grudge to her or to her kids or anything. I actually love her kids, and I like some of her friends too. I don't hate anybody, and people who think I do that is kind of funny because people know me. I am positive when I am in a positive state of, in a state of mind, when I am in a positive place. But when you're being told that you're doing wrong, you don't play, you're lazy. Actually, when I got thrown out, it was 13 months ago my dad died. That's only a year and some change. That hurt, because my dad, that was his biggest scare. That was if this happened. But I had my brothers. I had my brothers because my ex, she didn't do what she promised, and that's why I'm saying to people, don't ever let you be blinded by love. I was, and I didn't say this is my money. I got to put something aside to bad times. I didn't say that. I wasn't the alpha in this relationship. I was a fucking beta asshole. You know, I was letting her being the alpha. I wasn't taking over because it was a disaster to be honest. But she was doing it how she thought it was the best thing to do it, and it didn't work out, and that's just how it is with grown ups. It sound like a fucking jet machine or something like that. And I was thinking, what the fuck is that? It was a fucking tractor. I was actually playing singing choir for a band called the Tractors. No shit. But sitting here and thinking I'm going on a gig tomorrow couldn't be more nice. And I'm going to play with some fucking good people, literally. I'm going to play with the bass player from Ida Core and Nicholas Campagnol. He's a drummer from like all kind of good things. He's one of the greatest drummers I ever played with, actually. Michael Millfield, he played with Larry Graham, NPG, all kind of Temptations. And A guy called Lars Hartwig. He's been playing a lot with a lot of people too. I can't just sit and say names and names, drop names. You know, it's one thing to play on the same stages as all kind of big names, but it's kind of a different thing to play with these names. You see, we had actually some fun shit going on when we had, the old days when we had something called a Beauty Fest. It's called Smoke Fest. It sounds a little different in Danish. It's a festival, and a real festival, 5 days or something, with rock and roll from morning to morning, 24/7. But it is what it is. I love these gigs. I do, and I miss what Scannable was about because I had a dear friend who always was there, and he's not here anymore. He's been gone 2 years too. This what do you call it? Wait, um, this um, um, this October. No, no, yeah. Within 3 months, he's been gone for 2 years, and he was my percussionist in my first band that got through to people. My first success, if you want, and his first success, I think. Uh, he's called Jens Jones, and I pray for him every day because I miss him like crazy. Uh, it's hard to lose a friend who's been playing with you for ages and calling you and say you need a ticket to this because he was still playing with all the top dogs. He played with some very famous people called Nick and Jay, but he had too high blood pressure, and that was his death, and that was kind of sad. But I lost my parents the same. Actually, the day I lost my dad, I got a call like a day after, and I think what now? And that was Jones that passed. So I know her sister, and I'm so sad that I couldn't go to the funeral because I was already there, to a funeral. But it is what it is. We have to go, and but not so quick like Jones. My parents understand, but Jones, that's still sad to me. You see, I have a lot of scrap shit going on with him on, and when I see it, I cry every fucking time because it's so. He never did like we did. He was not doing a lot of drugs and doing a lot of alcohol before we played. He was straight every fucking time. He was drinking alcohol when we had fun. And I know when he played the Nigga J, I know he was giving it a bash more, because he liked to drink, but not he was not an alcoholic or anything. He was a professional percussionist, and he was the band leader, and he was a good one. He was the most wonderful human being I ever played with, and I played with a lot. I did. So to people, don't feel sorry for me. A lot of people on Facebook is like writing, "Mans, how do you feel after you're going? You don't have hell in your life no more." No shit, Sheila. I don't. She, and she took some of my friends with her, and that's okay. I don't care. It's that's their headache. It's not mine. You know, uh, I don't care. It's just some people can't handle the truth. You know, and that's just what it is. You know, it is what it is, and I don't care. But I just wanted to say because people ask me, "Are you really feeling okay? Are you really feeling okay?" Um, yeah, I am feeling okay. Literally, I'm feeling good. So stop with all your shenanigans about I'm this and I'm that. I feel good. I feel great. I don't have a problem with being here. I don't have a problem with living in a hotel, even though a lot say, isn't that crazy expensive? No, it's actually not. It's crazy cheap, actually. It's when you think it's a hotel. Of course, you cannot do what you want to do. It's a hotel. But I'm a grown up. I'm 50. You see, what the fuck should I do? I don't know. What? You see, there's nothing else for me to do than play, stay, sleep. She took my dog. Um, I'm going to find a new place. Um, People was like this to me. Do you want us to pick up your dog? And I said, no, no. I hope he's forgetting me now, that he's forgotten me now. I hope so, because I'm thinking about him every day. That's the truth. And the way she laughed at me and said, he's in my name, she said she could never do stuff like she did. That's what made me kind of angry. It's not that she's not loving me anymore. That's not it. That's not it. It's not that. It's the way she did it. It's kind of ugly. When you say to a man, just say your apartment up. If something goes wrong, I can always move up to my dad. Is that what happened? No, no. Instead, she called the cops and made a lie. Actually, I got a call from a solicitor. No, actually, it was a lawyer. But I don't know if he's a lawyer now. But anyway, yeah, he is a lawyer because he's on the street lawyers. And he came to me and he said, I heard from you. I have a man who comes here and looks to me because I've been literally living in my own shit when I was a fucking fucked up alcoholic and a drug addict. You see, I literally lived in my own, not garbage, not shit, you know. It sounds when you say shit, you think you're living in shit. No, I was living my own garbage, and that's what I call shit. You know, when you don't clean and shit, you know. But it wasn't disgusting. It was just there was just alcohol all over, you know, booze bottles, you know, beer bottles, and you know, I think I was thinking about going back to that when I was alone all of a sudden. No dog. Do you know how that feels when you have something living who loves you, who like every time he sees you, when he was, they let me see him before I said goodbye. That was a hard one. He was running this way and he was running the other way. He wanted to run with me. But it's kind of funny when you think about it. It's a very dramatic family, but if they hear the sirens, you know, if they hear an ambulance or the cops coming, the sirens just have to wee wee wee, and they're looking out the window. What's happening? And calling, and are you good? Are you okay? And that's very dramatic for my family. We're not used to that, and we had our drama. Believe me, we had our drama, and real drama is a whole other thing. And because I yelled at a person, the cops was coming. That was kind of. But now I'm over that. But I I must say, when people ask me, "What do you think about it? How do you feel about it?" I'm not all happy about it. Of course, I'm not. But what am I going to do about it? I won't hit anyone. I won't hurt anyone. Why should I? I'm good. I lost a lot of pounds, if not 60. No, I didn't lose. Like I lost like actually 40 pounds. That's the truth. So I am in a good place. I'm in a good spot. But, people will be people. You know, people are people, so what should it be? You know, that's why it is what it is. So people, if you're mad at me for saying something to you, then you're mad at me for a while. But you should think two grown-ups could talk and say, "Hey, you want to see your dog? Just just swing by." Even if she had a boyfriend, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't give a fucking flying fuck. I wouldn't, that wouldn't bother me, not at all. But it bothers me that they didn't call on my birthday, not at all. So I didn't call on hers. But you see, that's a very bad place to be for grown-ups. You have to be able to talk to each other when there's something alive, like a dog, like a kid I've been through leukemia with. You see, now he's not a kid anymore, but you know, he's just turned 19, so and then 19. But I don't miss. I miss the family affair. Being at the round table, talking to my family, talking to my dog, go for a walk. I miss the area. It was a beautiful area. The house was. It was a beautiful area. But I don't miss it like that. I'm in a hotel. I'm a rock and roller. You see, I play rock and roll. And now I'm living in a hotel. It's like back in the days with my main man Thomas Nevergreen, when we were visiting hotels and sleeping there for days and shit like that. It was kind of fun. And when I was touring with Kincaid, that was good days. But that's many, many, many moons ago. I'm going out playing a gig tomorrow with Michael Millfield and some other people. Nick was coming, y'all, as I said, some other people too. I can't remember the names of all of them, but I'm going to play the guitar and I'm going to sing, and I'm looking forward to it because for musician, it's been all shut down, all thing been shut like the fuck down. So I don't know what to say or what to think, but the first gig I played, it was a huge success. But then again, I was thinking, is it because people haven't heard music in a long time? And no, it was not. It was because we were fucking good, and people just wanted to hear just the kind of music we played. We played. It was not my own music. I normally play my own shit, but here I was saying yes to playing a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of Prince, a lot of that kind of music, and some rock and roll too, and shit like that. But it went fine, and people went ballistic. They wanted us more and more and more and more and more. And we had this percussionist called Sira Scambu. She was, man, she plays in congas like a motherfucker. So that was a good gig. So now I'm playing a gig tomorrow with Michael and these guys, and I'm looking forward to it. So again, I have a new life now. The old life is gone. It is what it is. I don't want to cry about it. I don't want to say, "Well, but I have no. No, it is what it is. And I'm glad where I am. You see, I don't like control. And when I'm being controlled, I'm not good. I'm not me. And people have said that to me. You yourself again. Oh, am I? Am I? Yeah, you're masked again. Oh, you don't think I was masked before? No, but they mean it in a kind of positive way. I was not masked before. She took all the masks away with a lot of Yankee bars, and that Yankee bars. That's a chocolate bar. I know Yankees sound kind of weird, but it is a bar. a chocolate bar. But she was feeding me with that, and I didn't even know I had depression. You see? But when you live in your own dirt, you don't clean, you just lay in your bed and you feel like shit. And your parents just passed. Maybe you got depression. That's what I found out. And I've been working on that depression and it's well off. I'm fine again. And I'm not afraid to say I had depression. Why should I? Why should I be? What the fuck? I'm over it. You know what I mean? And you can, and many people can say, where does that depression come from? Oh, it's just embarrassing. So all you people that were waiting, that was funny, kind of. I think, I think it was funny, but it is what it is, as I said. But again, tomorrow I'm gonna be fresh, stressed like $1 million, because I'm going to this party, and it's my friends, my colleagues' wife birthday. And you see, very, very precious to her because, oh, sorry, when I broke my back last year, about this time, she was there for me. And, oh, she was there for me. Let me say how much she was there for me. She was there for me all the time. So I was actually laying in their bed, in their sofa, and they said, "How are you feeling, Lance?" And I said, "I'm feeling fine." And I just wanted to play this gig. We had to play a gig that we played this year. Kind of funny. Same place, but a year difference. But we played that gig, and it went. That was the gig I was talking about. That went so good. But you know, sometimes you just have to jump out and you jump out in it and jump out without a parachute. You know what I mean? And I did that, and it was good. Let me tell you, it was funky and it was nice. So I thought Tommy would look. No, he's on work. I think. No, he's not. He's sleeping. I may think. I may say. I don't know, but I hope they would drop off because I'm not going to be in this weekend. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be out playing again, as I said, like 20 or 30 or like 40 times. That's because I'm looking forward to it as a motherfucker. You know what I found? Look at this picture. If that's not sweet, what's sweet? Look, uh, uh, that's fucking funny. That's me and my actually first, not first, but my first girlfriend. I was like, no, it was not. It was one of my girlfriends when I was 18, 19, 20, 21. No, she was the only one actually, when I think about it. She was the only girlfriend I had from I was 18 to like 20 or something like that. That's fucking funny. She was a good girl. She was with me. I started playing, man. How long time is that? That's like 32 years ago. And I was playing like gigs, important gigs back then. I remember we were lying in our bed and we were living in an apartment and I was, I knew I was coming in the radio. So I said, can we listen to the radio station, this radio station? He said, yeah, 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 let's listen to that. And she said, man, it's kind of boring. I said, wait. And then she said, Mass, I don't know if it works anymore. I really don't know. Oh. And I knew I was coming on the radio. And suddenly, and ladies and gentlemen, we got so secure. And wow, they were playing my music. And then they were in an interview with me. And then she said, I think we can be boyfriend and girlfriend for some time. Well, I don't want to break up with you yet, she said. And that's what saved me back then. Because I was not ready to settle down. And she was like 4 years, 5 years older than me. She called me like, I don't know what that's called in the United States or England for that sake. I don't know. But the funny thing is that she was like, she was way older and she was calling me all kind of funny young names. But the thing is, she was lovely. And if there was something who had domestic disputes, that was me and her. And, but it never went like uh, to to any, and she was a social advisor, a social worker. She worked with people who needed, um, welfare and shit like that. She was a social advisor. I don't know what it's called. Social worker, I think it's called. Uh, she was taking cases like me. She didn't take me. That was not allowed. But she went. Actually, it was called. That's kind of funny. Uh, I can't remember what it's called, and that doesn't matter. But we were together for 3 years, 3 wonderful years, and there was not all that drama, all that shit. She had a twin. She was 3 times twin. She had a twin sister. She was born like me in June, and she was a twin. That's fucking funny. But we had a good time when we were young, And then I had this, you know, I had a good run with girls, and I don't know what the fuck went wrong the last time. It's me. All it's. I'm not saying it's all my ex fault. I'm saying I don't know what went wrong with me. You see, sometimes you just think you're all that, and you're not. You're literally not. I don't know what happened there. My phone went ballistic. But actually, I had a wonderful time growing up as a musician because it was not that easy playing music and still having a life at home because music took all of my interest. Music is still taking all of my interest. I'm fucking with music. Music is what stay keep me up. Music is what I love. Music is the rhythm. Music is the soul. That's what we have, and this is rock and roll. I made a song when I was fucking 17 called Funky Thing, and we played it in the band, my very first band. And it became this. I don't know if I got the CD. No, I don't. Oh, I got it down there, I think. No, I don't. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's here. It ended up with this band called King Kane. It actually ended with this, and that was let me say that was our last try because we didn't want to go on. And to all my friends, Tommy and all these guys, Doc, this was my very first album. That's what I made when I was like very young. And I made some shit, but back then it was mixtapes, literally tapes, not CDs that they call mixtapes today. But again, I'm from another era. I was playing. I'm going to work with a young from Chicago, a very young musician called Vito, and I'm going to work with Vito Dadan, and I'm looking forward to it because this sound I'm going to get through because he wants some R&B sound. And I want to get, because he's young. He's going to come with all that drill inspired, R&B sound. But he's saying he's going old school. But I don't know with him, because going old school with him, that can be many things, because he's not that old. He's like 20 or 21. So there's a 30 years difference, but that don't matter, man. It's just cool. We're looking forward. He's going to send me some beats. He's making, and I'm going to put some R&B guitar on it. I have all the right instruments. I've got all the right sounds and shit. And it's not because I'm only playing R&B. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just I want unconditional love. How are you, love? Love. I hope you're good. Sending love, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. Because I'm going out to play tomorrow. And I'm nervous. That's why I'm making this stream, because I feel very sick last night and the whole day. But suddenly this morning I woke up and I felt fine. Actually, I talked to a guy called, funny enough, he's called Doc, but he's not a doctor. He's called Doc Holiday. We call him for fun. He's a good guy. And he told me, Mass, believe me, I had it for 7 days. And the eighth day, I woke up and it was gone. And it is gone. It's the eighth day and it's gone. So I think this is my last sick stream. I think I'll feel better. I'm a little snotty in my nose, but I hope I'll be gone tomorrow. So I'm gonna sing like this. That won't sound that good. But it's just sitting a little. I just gotta blow my nose, and it's gonna be all fine and dandy. Because it's. Oh, I got my flyers. I'm just. Where the fuck are they? Oh, there. I'm gonna work with this tomorrow. It's you can't understand. It's like this is a quick flyer. It's just to lay in the train station and shit like that. But this is Robert and Millfield. It's funky moves and funky grooves. I'm an old dancer, so I'm 50, and he still believes I'm dancing on stage. But it's soul, R&B, disco, house inspired funk. It's music by Prince, James Brown, Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder. Mass Robert, vocal, rhythm guitar, and funky moves. Michael Millfield, trumpet, keyboard, and funky grooves. Then we got a drummer called Nicholas Campanile. He's an educated drummer from the Royal Music Academy. And we have a saxophone player called Lars Harvey, and we have a bass player that's very good also. It's high pro people, all of them. So it's going to be a very good day to play, man. Yeah, it's flu season. It is. And that's what they think Corona, all of, but everything is not Corona. You can't be normal sick. It is flu season, what unconditional love is saying. And it's so true. Because a lot on this hotel I'm staying at right now, it's a hotel for men like me. No, no, how can I explain it? For men like me, it's a hotel where you can rent a room monthly basis, because they know that a lot of men are very bad at asking for help. So she just made you pay this amount of money, the same you pay for a apartment. You pay that here, and they clean your room. They do everything, and they let you stay. For you have to. You can buy food up there, but that's expensive. I think it's like almost $50 for a good dinner. So it's kind of expensive. Not real expensive, but it's not something I want to pay every fucking day. I eat there up. Sometimes I eat up there, but not all the time. It's a what you call a royal court. That's something you can't say, and you would not understand. It's like a royal inn, if you want. It's back in the day. They were the royals, the monarchy, the princes and the king and the queen and all that shit. They were driving, and because you were going to Jutland, that's the mainland in Denmark. That's what's going down to Germany and France and all that shit. So they couldn't drive in a horse, carriage. They couldn't ride as long. So this was the first wholesale on the road from Odense. That was here. So it's a royal inn, and so they have a lot of history with the king coming here and the queen and shit like that. But it's only 3 stars, so it's not like totally. But our queen is she's very down to earth. Even though there are kings and queens and live in castles and shit, they know how it is to be a normal human being because they are soldiers. The both of our princes, our crown prince, he's a frog man, and that means the same as a Navy SEAL or something like that. It's the same. He's been working with Navy SEALs also. He's a very good soldier. Our crown prince, he's a bad motherfucker. He's wild. He's going to Greenland on these expeditions where you see him sit there eating, you know, uh, pate from a fucking cheap shit. We eat, the poor eat, and with yellow on, and just to get the fat and to get a lot of energy. So they eat, marmalade, jelly on that pate. But they eat it just to get out in the cold, and they have fat on and shit like that. It's kind of wicked to see him up there in Greenland going over the ice. But he's a very interesting character. Yeah. So I love we have a monarchy. I love that. Many people is against it, but they love rock and roll. Actually, he loved rock and roll. I've been playing a gig where he was um, doing his education in Aarhus. I'm from there, and I was playing a gig on the university. On it's like about politics and shit like that. I don't know what it's called in America, but here it's called Samfundskunskab, something like that. I can't remember what the education is called, but that doesn't matter. But he was taking it. Statskunskab, sorry. States, and that's Kunskab. I don't know how to say that in English, but it's just an education about politics, and you learn about different politicians and all that kind of shit. And he learned about that, and he's going to be a great king. But when he said he apparently liked our band back then called King Kane, and he said he wanted to have that to the party, and I didn't know he was there, so I was not thinking about a Prince. And let me say, our band King Kane was a rock and roll band, and there was a lot of party. There were drugs, there were women, there were everything, beers all over, whiskey all over, kind of wild. So I saw these police characters coming in, and I was saying, "Oh, what are you doing here?" They said, "We have to take care of him." I said, "Who are you?" And it was the crown prince. And I said, "There's beer over there, and there's joints over there." And he was like, "Oh, thank you, sir." He said, "Sir." But when I found out it was him, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Your Highness. And he was like, "No, don't say that. It's too late." It was funny. He was a great guy. And, I had a lot of fun playing and being together with that person. He was more normal than I thought. Just because you grew up in a castle don't make you any different than any other if you're down to earth. And that's beautiful to meet a man like that, but in the wrong way. I was just man, the beers, because people always come up backstage to say, "Oh, what a good job," and the only thing they're looking for is the beers, the drugs, the things, the girls, and the shit. Other bands is coming. Uh, the vibes is like this. The vibes is literally like I feel the vibes almost because I'm going out playing, and I know tomorrow it will be the same. There's gonna come people up, you played so good, and they want our drinks and the other thing. But I'm not drinking that much. I'm not drinking at all. Actually, I'm drinking soda and Snapples when I'm out playing. Now my rider is totally different than it was like 20 years ago. In my rider, there would be standing 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, 3 cases of beer, um, 1 bottle of vodka, um, a special vodka, of course. And I never forget how much we drank. It was crazy. But I haven't been drinking for 20 years. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was like, you know, sometimes I couldn't even sing, and I was a singer. But we had 2 other singers, lead singers. We had, no, there was me and Ida and Brian. That was three singers. So, but some of the songs was only me, and I was always the one who was in TV. I was always the one who was promoting us. I was like the face. You can see on this CD. Actually, if you look closely, the 100 bills is my face. You see, I don't have a good enough camera, but all the 100 bills you see on this page, on this CD, is my face. And the artwork back then. This CD is uh, um, from 90. Yeah, it's from 94, 95. It came out. You can't see a lot, but there's a lot of you wouldn't understand it anyway. It's standing on Danish, in Danish, I might say. But and this was oh, I forgot about that. This was a TV show with me called Coming Off, and it was a TV show that really showed who I was back then. And I would love to get it today. So I called where it was showed on the biggest TV station we got in Denmark, called Denmark's Radio. And I called them and I said, "Can I get this?" And they said, "Yeah, you can." And no, sorry, it wasn't a Danish radio. And they said, "Yeah, you can. It costs this and this," and that was okay. Then I called TV2. They had another program with me. And I called them and I said, "Hey, you made this program. I was in your program called Bugs Bunny Sunday TV. I was playing for a lot of kids with the band Aqua, who did that Barbie girl thing. And we played with them. I wanted that tape." And they said, "Yeah, you have to pay $1,200. I was like, "What? For myself? I have to pay to watch myself? To watch me?" Yeah, yeah, because you don't own the photos, the film. I own the songs, but I don't own the fucking film. So they want me to pay for the film. That's how fucked up the business is. There's no favors. Yeah, there are when you're up there, but when you're falling down again, there's no help for you. No way, sir. No way in hell they're gonna help you. It's a good industry when you're on the top. It's a very sad industry when you're going down. Let me be honest. It's but I still love it to this day. I can't stop playing. It's like painting. I stopped painting for a minute, but I think I'm going to start again because I miss it. And after my dad's passing and my mom's passing, I'm all alone and I need to paint because my dad was a painter. And I miss it, but I miss a lot, you know, I miss a fucking lot because I lost a lot. Just within 2 years, I lost both my parents, my wife to be, my dog, my stepchildren, my house, all the new shit I bought for my inheritance, everything is gone. And Could have been done, could have been handled with differently. Yeah, it could. Because you see, I told her from the get go that it's a release and a connection. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a release and a connection. It is. And but what I mean with that, that I lost that much. It's like, and I lost my parents, and they were like my whole. Because I've been homeless. I've been in the gutters. I've told people that. I did that 7 days ago from the start. I said I was in the gutters, and it's called flying high, falling low. You know what I mean? And I was flying too high. Let me be honest. I was. I was flying on a cloud and on a flying carpet, and I thought I was untouchable, but I was not. Nobody's untouchable. Nobody whatsoever. Even though they think they are, they're not. Nobody is. But then again, I told my ex back then that I have PTSD for my homelessness. I can't be homeless again. Please understand this. Because she wanted me to say my apartment up. So we didn't pay two rents. So we were moving together. We did move. We were always already living together. But my apartment was my security. She got me. I said, okay, fuck that apartment. And she told me, even though we go, something happens, I found another, you found another. You can stay in the house as long as you want to. I will live over my dad's place. I will never put you out in the street. But I didn't hurt her. I didn't even push her. I didn't even hold her. I did nothing. Nothing. I just yelled. And I can yell because I'm a singer. I can yell hot, very loud. And I did that because I was wrong. She was wrong. She was lying to me. And you see, but for her, that was a threat, she thought. And she was calling the police. And she said to the police, I smashed the whole living room. And I did nothing whatsoever of that kind. So the police were like, where's your guitar? I said, it's here. Why? It's my guitar. Where's your pictures on the wall? And they were like, but I said, what's going on? And they were like, they were very embarrassed. They were embarrassed. Let me say that. They were very embarrassed. So I was like, what are you doing here? And yeah, we got called by your ex. She's very afraid. I said, afraid? For what? We already made a deal. And of course we were yelling at each other. We were angry at each other. But that's just saying that I lost it all in 2 seconds. But it felt like 2 seconds. I know it been, wait, I have to do something. Yeah, I'll end this soon because somebody's calling. But I hope you have a good evening. Okay, people? Okay. Peace.